Traveling nurses like Rachel Hartley get assignments where help is needed most. For nearly a year now, that has put her in contact with countless COVID-19 patients, literally from coast to coast.
Thinking back to last year in April when we set sail, having no idea we would still be doing this almost a year later. So, the future's so unpredictable, but it's in the Lord's hands, and we're just happy to be following along.
Following God's leading has kept Rachel Hartley and her husband Taylor on the road and sometimes on the water. We first talked to her last year after she had taken her skills as an ICU nurse to NYU Langone Hospital in Brooklyn. Back then, she said it was a rude awakening.
Things, especially in the hospital, were just chaotic. There were so many patients, so many people dying, and it was just a really tough environment to walk into.
Thankfully, she says the grace of God allowed her to press on. After leaving New York, Rachel accepted assignments in Connecticut, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Toledo, Ohio, and now L.A.
The Lord definitely paved the way for us and has blessed us.
She says while compensated well, the mental and physical price is high. Both she and her husband came down with COVID while in Toledo. Even then, she believes God's hand was at work.
My symptoms really were just a minor headache and back pain for a day. And Taylor's symptoms then went away within 24 hours. I think the first is the sovereignty and the grace of God, protected me through everything. And given that, I think PPE is so helpful.
After nearly a year and 5 assignments, the most difficult element still remains.
Overall, the hardest part is definitely the amount of deaths that I've seen. Coming to LA and seeing their surge and just being reminded of what happened in New York, and being like, oh, this is happening all over again. I can't believe it. But has caused me to grow so much, in my faith, in reliance on the Lord, and through the grace of my husband as well.
Rachel says she knows it's been a difficult year for everyone and offers this word of encouragement from the front lines.
I encourage, people to really look back to the science of mask wearing and social distancing. And in one sense, don't go overboard either, because, we need to get outside and we need to get fresh air and exercise, and we need to be in community with people. And there's a way to do that safely.
Rachel plans to take only one more travel assignment after LA. Then she plans to pursue a job as a nurse practitioner, a degree she completed during this past busy year. While she has found her current work to be incredibly fulfilling, she and her husband hope to be a bit more settled by this time next year. Eric Phillips, CBN News.